welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing these little file folders and turning them into pockets and doing some decoration. We'll do two large, two small, and they come from the Tim Holtz kits. This one here that came with the slide kit, and then this one though we made the mini paper clipboards, and this is the smaller one. So I'm using both of them for now. And to start off with, again, I just need to ink around. I've made these out of old file folders that I've got, cream ones, manila. These are all done now. Now, these two I'm going to be pockets like that, and these two are going to be pockets like that. I think it's going to be the Tim Holtz. I just need some numbers, or partial numbers even, that I can stamp along the tops here. So if I take this one, put it on there, and I'm using my Memento black. I'm not worried how badly they come out, etc. It's they're going to be very sort of rough and ready stamping rather. What else have I got here? Numbers from the past. These are quite good to use. Now, oops, let's go with this one on here. Yeah, these are a bit better to use than those ones. Which other one shall I use? Would that one fit? No, that'd be too big. No. Oh yeah, I like that one. And the last one, which I will, this goes down here. Let's use this one. There we go. So they're straightforward. I do like these samples numbers from the past. Okay, so if we go with, that's back here, let's go with this one first of all. And I think with this I'm going to, I've got a piece of scrap of this that I'm going to rough up a bit with my edges. Just take it off the top. Oops. That way round, just ink round. And I'm going to glue down. Right, we just need to leave that to dry, and what I'm doing is going to be putting this on here. And I think up there, the other thing I've also done is I don't have any Tim Holtz ephemera, bought ephemera. So I've gone through my paper pads and I've cut up all those little bits that he has on those paper pads and just cut them all up. Plus, from when I made these clipboards, I had pieces over. So, and from doing these, I've stamped a load of numbers and other things on here. I've got my tickets, and again, these are pieces of Tim Holtz card that I could use as journal cards. I'm going to put them all into a little pouch, but for now I've just got them out in here while I'm using them. And what I want for there, put that on there. I want a little number up the top there. Something maybe like that. Oops. Ooh. Okay, I could snip that off the top. There. Yep, I like that there. I'm not gluing them down because I want to sew the pocket up, but that's that one done using up the mini clipboards I made last week. I also cut out these in the kit is also the where is it? Not that one, it's this one. There's this little paper clip which I've cut out in craft card and just used to go on there as a little paper clip. So that's that one. Now this one, which is quite large, what I think I will do with this is, again, taking this, it's too big, this piece, yeah, I'll take this piece, I want to put it further up there, then get one of my numbers, under there, and then maybe the piece that was left on the end of this, here, and then I'm thinking some tickets, one of the like that, going under like that. And then I just need something in the corner there, something small, a small number. How about this one? Okay, if you can sort of see, something like that. And then what I've got is the slide cut out, and I'm going to put something inside there, and this will go over the top like that, I'm thinking. Now, first of all, I need to sew this one completely. So I'm going to leave that up there for now. Get this one, and on this I'm going to do some stamping, and I have some background here, some text background, like that. Okay, the next thing is I need a focal point on there, and I'm kind of thinking a big flower. Again, I could use, Roxy does big flowers, doesn't she? Well, that took me a while to find a flower. Sorry about that. You see, this is why I don't do live craft alongs when I'm crafting, because I just take so long to find anything. So I thought something a bit like that there. But again, I can't do anything because I need to sew it. Now this one, I think I need to sew down there, and then what I've got is this envelope here, and the plan is that I've cut this out using my Memory Keepers envelope one, and I don't mind that it's going over the top of here to fit on here, and then once that's done we'll decorate it. But again, with this I do need to sew down the sides and ink all of this up. So I think what I'm going to do, now I've got an idea of what I'm doing, is go off and sew everything, and then I will be back. I'm back, and I've sewn everything to make these into little pockets. I don't do the back, I have inked it, but you can either stick it down or clip it in, and then it's also a journaling spot as well, which I think is quite handy, the more writing space you've got, especially if you're like me and you tend to over decorate. I'm terrible for that. Anyway, have I asked whether you're all well? I hope you are. We did all the shopping yesterday, which was tiring in this heat, but we'll get there. We've got 2 more months of at least this kind of heat, and then it will start breaking down slowly. Where has it all gone? Mind you, we were away for a month of it, so I'm just going to lift that up and put that under there, like that. Okay, that's one of the easy ones, the straightforward ones. Then there's this one, which again is quite straightforward really. I'm going to put this up here. I stuck that on before I sewed. It's entirely up to you how you do it. You could sew them all up first. I tend to sort of get an idea of where I'm placing things first. And then of course I've got my little mini clipboard, which I'm going to glue down. We made, I think this must have been last week, I'm hoping. This, and maybe it'll go up a bit actually, there, yeah. There we go. That's glued down quite well. I was surprised, I didn't think it would. So that's the 2 more or less straightforward ones that you can then put, I can't do it, put a card in here or a small journal card that way, and the same with this one. Those 2 done. Then I've got this one, which is a collage, but I am going to punch a hole in the corner here and put in a eyelet, I hope. Why is something that you do quite a lot never straightforward? like that. And I'm going to ink around. I'm not sure what's showing and what's not, so when I'm in that situation I ink everything if that's what I'm wanting, which includes these tickets as well. Yep, and this one was from Tim Holtz paper. I've cut up one of the ticket pages. So it's a good way if you've got one of the paper pads and you're not using it a lot, like I haven't been, then it's worth doing. Now I want that there. I think this one goes down first, down the bottom there. So I will put these together and glue these down. Okay, so that's all stuck down. Now this I want to go across here, and for this I'm going to use, if I can find it, what I've done with it here is some of this pet tape I've got here, and I'm sticking this into here like that. So first of all I do want to ink around the edges. This needs to go in here. So again, I mark where I want it to go. Now, as from before, it takes me a little while to get the back off. I'm not happy with doing these, and they stick very quickly when I'm trying to put them in place. Okay, that one's a bit crooked, but we'll go with it. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I will just put a bit more ink on the white bit there. There. And then I'm just using art glitter glue. Like that. But I do feel that's a bit plain. So yes, I want to do some more stamping. And I've got this one from the Tim Holtz Tidbits. Okay, where was I? Putting this on here. So I'm just going to glue that down on there. And that is that one finished. Like that. These sort of cards I made up out of some craft card and some Tim Holtz stamps. So you can make your own Tim Holtz ephemera, either by cutting up the paper or by using one of these, and now using your stamps if you've got some, or anybody else's stamps really. There, that's that one. Now this one, which is going to take a bit of time as well. I need to, I've made this up already to go as my closure for the envelope. So I'm putting this want that about there. Then I've got some of this, oh dear, wax thread that I'm going to put there. That's it. So I just need to cut this out there. And then I'm gluing that on underneath. So this is the closure for it. Now put the envelope. I'm not putting the envelope in the middle. So I need to get to know where this needs to go to come out. So about there. Want that there. There we go. Can add a little bit of extra glue along the top there. There, and then I'm going to wrap this round, and you can leave it hanging down. I think I'll leave that hanging down. I was going to cut it off. I think I'll leave that. Oh, my glue gets jammed up very quickly. Right, I'm not happy with it being so plain, so one of the other things, I can pull this up a bit here. Still, I got some of this fabric here when I bought some Tim Holtz fabric. They sent me a couple of like sample things. One of them was this, so I've taken 2 bits of this ruler and just sewn around the edge to make a little tab. So I'm going to stick this down here underneath there. We'll put some more glue along there. I've left it sort of loose a bit there as well. So I like that. Now I think what I'm going to do is use some of these pieces here as a collage, which I'm going to put on there. This paper, by the way, comes from the Graphics Fairy, and this is from Vintage and History, her French documents. Okay, so let's do some tickets, I think. Some tickets and numbers, maybe. So it meets there, and that is not straight. Okay, I'm going to ink and glue these down. There we go, and that adds a bit of interest. Oh yeah, I like that. And you can put tags, journal cards in, I hope. Oops, that's it. In there. And the same with this one. In there. And then those ones I showed you on the side. So these are my 4 file folders, pockets. They could even be, this could be a pocket, and you could just glue there and there onto a page. So you could have it sort of there on the inside there, and have that on the corner there, or you just clip them in. Entirely up to you. I'm quite pleased with them. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that. and I will speak to you all again soon. Don't forget to hit the like button, notification bell, etc. Thanks a lot. Bye.